Yer, yer, yer. What's up, y'all? Yeah, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to episode 3. Trois. That's what's up. We're in number 3. That's actually my favorite number, actually, y'all, just in case it's ever a pop quiz question one day, you know what I mean? But, yes. What an interesting day today. Actually, I'm actually still out here, working, as they say. But I had a nice little conversation with a client earlier. Really cool client. Somebody who, whenever I interact with her, it's always great because we always just talk about some real interesting topics and so forth. And even when our idea, I, ideas differ, that it's been a long day. It's still a fun-filled conversation where I learn something usually, or she learns something, or whatever the case is. It's always great, you know what I mean? And today we were talking about aliens and stuff like that, and just things that have been coming out about their existence, how people have always believed them to exist, the different types of aliens that have been said to exist, under conspiracy quote unquote theories. But we'll soon see, soon enough, right? Time tells all. But yeah, but then our conversation had dipped into the whole Bible and religion, and how a lot of religions swear they're so different, but then you'll hear stories that are similar. So, like, for example, Samson in Catholic religion, Hercules in Greek mythology, and so forth, right? And it was interesting because we dove into the topic of Adam and Eve, right? And the whole Garden of Eden scenario, and how how that story is told and projected, or how it's been projected throughout history, and like every story that they tell you in the Bible, it's not meant to be taken literally. You got to look at the hidden message and blah blah. Right? So that story's always been interesting to me because I've always tried to keep an open mind about what the hidden message is behind it, some of the similarities. Like, for me, my connecting point to it has always been the story of Prometheus, brings man fire, gets caught by the gods, punished for it. And it's just like, damn, he was just trying to help, right? But I guess the gods weren't really favorable of that because they didn't want man to have fire in that story. And it kind of and then when talking to her, I realized the similarities in that story with the whole Adam and Eve, right? God puts them in the Garden of Eden, all these bountiful fruits and stuff. You could have whatever you want, just don't eat this one from the tree of knowledge, blah, 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 obey me, listen to me, one and only, which is cool, right? And then here comes this little slithering, slick ass reptilian creature by the name of Lucifer, which I don't know if in that story in the Bible if he has a name, but here's where the comparison comes, and here's where it gets a little like, whoa, I never even thought of it like that, right? So she's like, yeah, so take that story for example. You have God who, once again, only have one God but me, listen to me, pretty much, do what I say, don't eat that fruit, and you guys will be Gucci, right? As long as you do what I tell you. And in essence, like, if you really were to break it down, it's do what I tell you, and you'll live great, happy lives. And here comes Lucifer, Mr. Slithering Snake, who convinces Eve to eat from the apple, eat from the tree of knowledge, who then convinces Adam to eat it. And the result of that was that they were punished. And her perspective on that and the way she painted it was one of those where I never even thought to look at it like that because, I just never really dwelled on the story long enough to even think that. But she said the comment she made, which was really like, wow, I never thought of it like that, was they paint Lucifer to be the bad guy in that story, right? When when in reality what he did, and of course they in the story they make it seem like he's tempting, he's being slick, he's being sly, of course, right? It's a story, you got to make it interesting. But overall, what he did was just pretty much tell him, hey, eat from the tree of knowledge, and open your eyes, pretty much. Like here's the truths of what's really going on. And because of that, they were punished, and so was he. And it's quite interesting because it's the same similarities, at least for me, when it comes to the story of Prometheus. Now, if you want to look at it literally, Prometheus gave fire. Okay, fire. Yay. You can cook stuff now. You could keep warm. However, if you look at it in a metaphorical level, fire is also a form of light. And light, which is also AKA enlightenment, is also like knowledge and learning things, right? So in essence, Prometheus, Lucifer, aka, introduced this knowledge, fire, Apple, aka, to humans or mortals, Adam and Eve, aka, and for doing so, they were punished for revealing the truth to mankind. And that to me was just a mind-blowing way of looking at it, because of everything going on right now as far as all these truths that are coming out, along with, of course, a lot of hidden lies and stuff. However, the overall understanding of 2020 is that a lot of shit that was in the darkness is now being brought to light, right? And what's happening because of it? A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are being punished for it, because at the end of the day, the powers that be never want the mere mortals to know the full truth of what's really going on, or what is, I guess you can say, right? Because then what would that do? That would limit their power, because we'd be knowledgeable as to what that power is and whether or not that power even truly exists. Whoa, bonkers. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But yes, and this, so yeah, we went into a little rabbit hole, started talking about that, and that to me was just one of those things where it's like, wow, talk about looking outside the box and having a different perception on something. Because when you paint it like that, it kind of makes it seem like the good guy, bad guy characteristics. Sorry, I stretched that one out. It's such a long word, right? You might as well stretch it when you say it. Kind of seem misconstrued in a way, right? It almost feels like someone else should be the bad guy and someone else should be the good guy and so forth. But hey, that's not why I'm here for. I'm just here to talk about stuff that to me seems very interesting, and hopefully seems interesting to you guys and gets those brain cells, percolating. But yes, I just wanted to bring that up because I don't know if many other people ever read that story and thought of it in that way, and if you have, awesome. Definitely feel free to comment what you felt about it, and when you were revealed to that other side of looking into that story, how did it impact you, more or less, And of course, when you're commenting, feel free to subscribe, because shoot, I mean, the button is right there, people. You just gotta click. It. Click it or what? Ticket? No, yeah, but we don't give tickets here, so click it, please. But I won't keep this going for too long, because they're gonna start looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, yo, what's he doing in his office right now? Like, what is that guy up to? It looks like he's talking to himself. What is going on? But not yet. But yeah, that was very interesting to me, and I just hope you guys are going about your days where you're having open conversations with people who may not think the same way you think, or fall in line into what you believe to be right or wrong, or whatever the case may be. And hopefully you guys have great, interesting conversations that cause you to start thinking and questioning things, because once again, ain't nothing wrong with questioning things, because shoot, what's the worst that could happen? You get an answer? Shit, I mean, come on. Isn't that a good thing? I mean, you may not get an answer you like, but shit, it's an answer, right? But yeah, so definitely continue conversing, people. Communication is a powerful thing, a very powerful thing. That's why things are named certain. That's why things have certain names. That's why certain words are created, or I guess exist, it's because there's importance to them. So use them and use them well. All right. And once again, what do you say to somebody you know? You hit them with a yeah.